among the Cleveland Browns. If the Browns were to win this game at home,
things are about to heat up. The OTAs is about to fire up, and everything is getting ready to get going. Let's take a look at what's going on today. The Cleveland Browns offseason program is underway. So we got the OTAs, organized team activities, May 19th through the 21st. So they're getting ready to get started with that. But let's get going with this show. Look, if you thought you knew the AFC North, forget everything, because this offseason, the entire division just went through a total overhaul. We're talking fired legends, shocking hires, and a total shift of power. But with all that chaos going on, one legendary coach perfectly nailed exactly where the division stands right now. Check out what Herm Edwards had to say about the absolute dogfight brewing in the North.
This is an interesting division. When you think about the AFC North, you mentioned the Pittsburgh Steelers, Aaron Rodgers. We know he's united now with Mike McCarthy. Okay, so we look at that and go, oh, that should be pretty good. Then you look at the Ravens. Okay, all of a sudden Lamar Jackson outlasted the head coach. Head coach gone, new coach in. All right, Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals. Love Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow got to stay healthy. The clock is ticking.
Yep.
I mean, we talk about Joe Burrow a lot. We should, because he is a fantastic player when he's playing. But when's the last time we talked about Cincinnati being in the playoffs? Not a whole lot. Cleveland's Cleveland. They still haven't figured out who the quarterback is. They have more quarterbacks than they have defensive backs. But at the end of the day, when you look at this thing, you go, who's any good in this division? For me, I look at the Ravens and I say this: Lamar Jackson, he got to play good this year. They've gotten rid of a really good football coach, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah, they did.
If Lamar Jackson doesn't play up to his potential this year, we'll see about Lamar Jackson now. He's got to start playing too. Great player. Great player. But when you watch this team last year, a couple things stood out for me. I watched the Baltimore Ravens play defense, and I said, is somebody else wearing those uniforms?
Right. Didn't look right.
Yeah.
It didn't look right for about a month, and then finally they kind of figured it out, right? The Pittsburgh Steelers were the same way. When you watched them, you went, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they always play defense. No one played defense.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to watch this division. If Cleveland could figure out who the quarterback is, just play complimentary football. They have the best defense in the division. That's one of the top 5 defenses in the league, the Cleveland Browns.
Yep.
But they just got to get the quarterback thing figured out. Who is the guy? This is interesting.
He's 100% right. Everyone's going to be completely locked in to see who emerges as the number one guy in Cleveland. But to understand why the stakes are so high for the Browns, you have to look at how much everything has changed. Let's look at the coaches running the show now. In Cleveland, you got the Browns. They fired Kevin Stefanski after 6 seasons. He's in Atlanta now. And they went out and got Todd Monken. They hired Todd Monken as the head coach. Monken was actually the Browns OC back in 2019. But he just spent the last 3 years calling plays for the biggest rival, the Baltimore Ravens. And you're talking about a plot twist in Baltimore. Monken's old boss, John Harbaugh, gone after 18 historic seasons. The Ravens finally move on after losing to the Steelers in the season finale. And Baltimore went the defensive route, hiring Chargers defensive coordinator Jesse Minter. And to take over the ship in Pittsburgh, the changes did not stop there. Mike Tomlin chose to step down. And the Steelers shocked everybody by bringing in a former Packers and Cowboys coach, Mike McCarthy, to restore order in Pittsburgh. In Cincinnati, the only team staying calm in the storm, the Bengals, they decided to stick with Zach Taylor even after a brutal 6-11 season where Joe Burrow was completely plagued by that turf toe injury. So 4 completely rewritten storylines, 3 brand new head coaches, and like Herm Edwards said, a massive quarterback battle that could decide the entire division. And speaking on how the AFC North division is today, let's go back in time and talk about how the AFC North division was back when Josh Cribbs and Debo Harrison used to play. Let's check it out.
Hey, man, how many times did y'all beat us, man?
Oh, there he go.
So why you got to try to flip it like that?
Because I want to get to how that felt. Because I know the one game y'all did beat us. Remember the real cold game y'all beat us?
Why you trying to say like it's like we had an advantage?
That's what he's trying
to real cold. Like they not 2 hours south of us.
I'm talking about that game was so cold, bruh. Them boys was over there celebrating like they had won the Super Bowl. What was that, 2008 or something like that? 2009?
It was our Super Bowl.
Josh is running over us. We cannot catch this dude, bruh.
You was in a winning organization for a long time. So I'm going to school you about the total scope of the AFC North. You guys, if you look at your team, you arguably had Hall of Famers on offense and defense.
Facts.
Hines Ward, Palomalu on defense. You had yourself. Y'all had Port. Ben, he's a Hall of Famer. Y'all always had a star running back. So the AFC North in that time was so stacked. Everything ran through the AFC North. Whoever was on the top of the AFC North, they're going to the playoffs and have the best chance to win the Super Bowl. I have to put it in perspective for your fans who already know, not to just say, oh, the Browns was some trash. No, we went 10-6 and we still couldn't get in the playoffs.
Hey, man, how many times?
I love that. I love that. As a Browns fan, I really love how they conversate about the old time and some insight on it. Harrison is from Akron, Ohio. He's from here. He went to Coventry High School from Akron, and he's from this area. And that's why it's weird for him to be playing for Pittsburgh, because he was from Akron, right here in Akron, Ohio, where LeBron, he's from here. So he would always knock out our players. And then, I wonder if he ever mentioned that. But it's so funny because his family is right here from Akron, and he was right here in Browns territory. And we always would wonder, we hated him because he used to knock out all our players. It is so funny. That was the good old times in AFC North where Josh Cribbs was doing his thing. Let me know what you guys think about what Herm Edwards said about this being the missing piece. The quarterback, the Browns have everything they need. And if they take care of that QB situation, do you think that they will be at the top of the AFC North? Appreciate y'all. See you on the next video.
Among the Cleveland Browns. If the Browns were to win this game at home.